English as the Lingua Franca. Serious fun, reading while listening, 5. The vocabulary exercise would be a little bit different this time. Instead of a list, we're going to look at a suffix, ity. Ity is used to form nouns. It transforms adjectives, or sometimes other words, into nouns that describe a state, a quality, or a condition. For example, active. Activity is the state of being active or the condition in which you can be active. Pure. Purity is the state of being pure or the quality of being pure. The core word sometimes changes pronunciation or spelling a little when ity is added. Curious, curiosity. Electric, electricity. Real, reality. The suffix ity enables the creation of nouns and is common in formal and technical language. Let's go to the video. Lingua franca is a language people who do not share a common native language use. There's nothing new about people using a lingua franca. There have been many throughout history. Latin was the lingua franca of medieval Europe. Then French became Europe's common language. This, of course, was before the rise of English. Swahili is the lingua franca in many parts of Africa, Arabic in the Middle East. This is a map showing 7 official lingua francas. Today, the language used for international communication is English, and amazing things are happening. Consider, while not the first lingua franca, the internet has made English the fastest spreading language in human history. It will soon be spoken by around 2 billion people. The number of speakers in native speaking countries, like the UK, the US, and Australia, comes to a little under 400 million people. What is amazing is that it is the first time in history that non-native speakers of a language outnumber its native speakers. More non-natives use English than natives. And this has consequences. English teaching and learning is shifting towards inclusivity, practicality, and adaptability. Intelligibility becomes more important than correctness. And for this reason, focus has shifted from emphasizing native speaker norms to emphasizing practical communication skills. This means learners often focus on being able to communicate rather than mastering native-like fluency. Learners may feel less pressured to sound native and instead focus on being effective communicators. This is empowering as it shifts the focus from perfection to functionality. Also, since most people who use English globally are non-native speakers, your accent, grammar, and vocabulary are just as valid as anyone else's, as long as you can be understood. Everyone's version of English is part of the global diversity of the language. And think about this question. Who decides what is correct? Americans decide what is okay in American English, and British people decide what is okay in British English. Australians decide what is okay in Australian English. Who decides what is okay in international English? International people, non-native speakers. And that is happening. In Europe, a distinct form of English is developing. They have unique vocabulary, and they are changing the grammar rules. In Euro-English, they have dropped the third person S. I go, you go, he go. He go to work every morning is okay in Euro-English. That is very interesting. The fear, naturally, is that English as a global lingua franca might evolve into so many forms nobody will be able to understand anybody else. While the fear is real, English's adaptability ensures its core remains intact. Media, technology, and education should preserve English's mutual intelligibility. English as a lingua franca bridges cultures. Its strength lies in adaptability, and it's your language. Challenge 1, pause the video and answer the questions. Challenge 2, complete the chart with the verbal and adjectival forms of the nouns. And challenge 3 is to pause the video and think about these questions. Your teacher will tell you what to do with your ideas.